the pattern I found myself in, and what was called love addiction, who my therapist broke it down, was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and this that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that feeling.
He says the work he's doing on himself will help him fulfill a lifelong dream. And you write a lot about you want to be a husband one day. You have a rather famous relationship coach.
Oh yeah, yes, Michelle Obama. She has definitely helped talk me through just certain moments of relationships. We had conversations, and she has given me a lot of wisdom. But one great thing that she told me as I was going through this journey was that you have to understand you're not going to get anybody that's perfect.
Jennifer Hudson and Tiffany Haddish just exposed Common for being a DL women scamming man and baby. They didn't take it easy on his bald head tail at all. I mean, we already knew Common was a problem in these streets because of his inability to find a woman to settle down with, but him scamming women and being DL was definitely not anyone's bingo card. It definitely wasn't on mine, that's for sure. Common thought he succeeded with playing Jennifer like he did to Tiffany, Taraji, Erykah Badu, and Serena, but she just flipped the switch on him big time. Folks tried warning Jennifer that Common was a big waving red flag, but old girl was too in love to care. At this point, it's beginning to look like she has a thing for toxic and emotionally unavailable men, because this is the same BS she went through when she was with her ex-husband, David Otunga, and now Common is putting her through worse.
Understand that there's some certain things that you will compromise in choosing that partner.
But before we get into the messy details of this, let me give y'all a little bit of context, because this mess has been building up pretty much since they popped out together in 2022. When they started dating, Jennifer initially denied the dating rumors and even accused people of making things up. But a source close to her went behind her back and spilled all the tea to Radar Online, saying, they've known each other for years. Things took a romantic turn while they were filming in Philadelphia over the summer. When the day's shoot wrapped, they'd always find their way to each other's side. While Jennifer was trying to take things slow, Common was on a different kind of time. He was love bombing her like crazy. And even though it seemed cute at the time, we all know that a common trait of a narcissist is love bombing, and baby, Common was doing a whole lot of it. I mean, this man flew all the way to London for the premiere of her musical, A Strange Loop. A source said Jennifer was shocked about this because so far as she was concerned, they were supposed to be taking things slow, but he was now doing things that made it very obvious that they had a thing going. It's giving he was trying to pressure her into claiming him publicly as her man before she had enough time to think about it. The source said Jennifer and Common have been trying to keep their relationship low profile. There has been speculation for months regarding whether or not they are together, but the fact that he traveled all the way to London just shows they're very much an item. They arrived at the show individually to avoid any commotion, but away from prying eyes, they were very much in each other's company. Common's plan to pressure her into a relationship worked, because not too long after this, she brought him on as a guest on her show and confirmed that they were dating.
Get down to business, Mr. Common. I'm a host, and so I have to ask you this question, because everybody always want to know this. Are you dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is with one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented. Wait, what about you though? How is your love life?
I'm dating as well, and I am very happy. Are you happy in your relationship?
Yes, this relationship is a happy place for me. It's like...
I love that you use the word happy place.
No, but seriously, it's like, for me, it's one of them things where I found where I can, seeing her happy actually makes me really happy. So I'm very grateful. I thank God each and every day, and I'm just letting God guide this relationship.
Because God is in it, right?
God.
People clowned Jennifer for this because they felt he was going to do her just like he did Erykah Badu, Taraji P. Henson, and Serena Williams, and every other woman he's lied to. It actually wasn't until he started dating Angela Ray that we got a glimpse of how troubled he actually was.
Says the work he's doing on himself will help him fulfill a lifelong dream. And you write a lot about you want to be a husband one day. You have a rather famous relationship coach.
Oh yeah, yes, Michelle Obama. She has definitely helped talk me through just certain moments of relationships. We had conversations, and she has given me a lot of wisdom. But one great thing that she told me as I was going through this journey was that you have to understand you're not going to get anybody that's perfect because you're not perfect. So understand that there's some certain things that you will compromise in choosing that partner. But as long as the core values, the values that are most important to you, that person, marks off on that list, then you good.
She gave you some good advice there.
That's good wisdom.
She does some really good wisdom.
Michelle Obama literally took it upon herself to sit him down, to teach him how to be a good man to the women he dates at his ripe age, and this man still doesn't know how to be a good boyfriend to save his life. At this point, people are beginning to wonder if he's DL, and honestly, I can't blame them. It's one thing if he had 1 or 2 failed relationships. 5 to 6 is definitely a sign of something deeper. According to his ex-girlfriend Angela, she was done playing games and wanted to get serious with Common, but every time she would try to talk to him about them possibly having kids, he would push back and change the topic. It was clear as day he wasn't interested in fully committing to her. We just wanted different things. We had been talking for about 2 months about, let's see where things go, because I'm leaning towards I want kids, and he was leaning towards I don't know if I want to have kids. So I said, I don't know what else there is to talk about.
The pattern I found myself in, what was called love addiction, who my therapist broke it down, was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and this that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that.
He then sneaked his way into another relationship with Tiffany Haddish after they played love interests in the movie The Kitchen. And just like Angela, he made Tiffany think they were going to be together forever, but when she started taking things seriously, he pulled back once again.
Well, I think once Tiffany and I got back on the move, it really didn't allow for us to spend as much time and put as much energy into our relationship. I don't think the love really dispersed. I just think it was just like...
Tiffany clapped back at Common and exposed him for lying about the breakup being mutual. She said, it was more him saying, I think this relationship has run its course. And I was like, okay, like you're gonna be a 50-year-old single man, okay?
It's gonna be new opportunities. I miss him. I miss him from time to time, but that's what I think with any relationship, an intimate relationship that you might have, you miss them, but I'm fine with it. He might be the type of person that never really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like he's like a bee going from flower to flower to flower. I don't know. I wish him nothing but joy and happiness.
Jennifer had all these women to learn from before she got into a relationship with Common, but unfortunately she overlooked it, and she's now on the internet crying about him not treating her right. At least Age is now waking up, and according to a source close to her, this is why she has been hesitant on marrying him. People thought she didn't want to get married because of her toxic past with her ex-husband, but it actually has nothing to do with him. The source said, after her engagement went south, Jennifer was adamant she would never marry, that it just isn't in the cards for her. But then Common came into her life and swept her off her feet. Word on the street is Common wasn't having it when she said no to his proposal, and he went off on her. Sources claim he tried to convince her that he was a changed man and that he won't do her dirty like he has done to the women he has dated in the past, but Jennifer isn't backing down from her answer either and is still closed off from the idea of marriage. Common tells Jen that despite his past with so many famous women, he's in the relationship for keeps. But Jen felt that way when she was engaged for 9 years, and she doesn't want to end up with a broken marriage and be back at square one. It's unclear why exactly Jennifer is still with him when she knows she doesn't plan on going any further with him, but at least she's not holding back from joining Tiffany Haddish to drag him. As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, she deserves better. Common isn't man enough for Jennifer. God will deal with his karma because there is way to end a relationship. Just speak from your heart. You never have to be rude and disrespectful to end a relationship. Little boys behave like Common did. Grown men stand on truth. Another person said, there's no feeling behind his words about the relationship. These two just don't feel connected to me. It's a weird combo. He knows that he needs a woman like Jennifer, but he doesn't want Jennifer. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Jennifer Hudson for exposing Common for ruining her life? And do you really think Common might be DL? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.